Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of the TekTopia Survival Guide here on the TekTopia Town server. And as always, guys, if you want to join me on this amazing free-to-play server, all you need to do is click that last link down in the description, and it will give you all the information you need to join me on this amazing free-to-play server. But guys, we're back. We are back. We're back. We're back in the casino, as promised. So I haven't done much up here. I've been working on some other things that I'm going to show you in a second. But I did add in some decoration. Not really all that noticeable. It's just really in these corners here. I was just kind of playing around with things. I actually had to go get some dark oak wood because I didn't really have any. So I just kind of flew around for a little bit until I found a dark oak forest. So the casino is open. It's been a little bit of gameplay. I've been moving emeralds and diamonds around, just making sure everything was restocked the way it should be. I have an idea for the roof. I just haven't gotten to it yet because I kind of want to work on the outside before I do that, just so I know where my limiting factor is for this room. There isn't going to be a top level to this, so I just want to make sure I didn't raise the roof too high, and then I'd have like a bubble, something in the middle. I don't know. I did change the shulker box color, though. So it's orange now. Everything matches. The thing I have been working on, though, is digging. I've dug a big room because we are adding in 4 more slot machines. Yes. And they're going to be these designs here that I have in the corners. So what we're going to do, though, is I'm going to modify the output of all 5 games up top. So every one of these games will give you a chance to win a free spin casino chip, and that will be the currency down here. So what the player can then do is decide which machine they want to use based off of what prize they want to get. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take all the end loot that I've gathered thus far, which is considerable, and we're going to put this in some double chests that feed up, and it's going to be a random prize. So in this one, it's going to be, pickaxes, shovels, and swords, because for some reason axes don't spawn as end loot. I don't know. I might add some in, just make some happen. This is going to be all the armor from the end, so chest pieces, helmets, boots, pants, all that fun stuff. And all this stuff there is no, curse of binding, curse of banishing on it. So it is all pretty decent loot that a player can just throw it in, potentially win. Over here, I'm thinking I'm going to take elytras and shulker boxes as prizes. So put the free spin chip in, boom. You might win an elytra, you might win a shulker box. Either way, that's pretty awesome. And then over here, I'm thinking of putting diamonds and emeralds as the prize, but it wouldn't be a full block. It would be like 4 or up to 4 diamonds and or elytra, but not elytra, emeralds. E-words, difficult. Don't know why. Diamonds or elytra, and I can do that by manipulating the repeaters up top, and it'll spit out 4 prizes if you win. It'll be some combination of diamonds and emeralds, whatever the dropper kind of decides to do. But before we do that, I need to work on the stairs to this room. So initially, I was going to go with a 3-wide staircase down, but I felt like as I put the ceiling on it, it might have been too tall and narrow. So I've modified it, and I'm going with this 5-wide idea, with one minor modification. I'm not liking the way that this wall of the staircase would be directly next to this wall, because it would limit my design ideas in the wall itself. So I'm going to kick this over 1 more block, which means I'm going to have to modify this room a little bit, because I do like this 5-wide gap in between here. So if I were to move this one over, that would be 4, and that would make my brain hurt. So we're going to move that all over 1. So I got to do all that and build these. So it's going to be a massive jump cut here, guys. I'm going to totally redo these stairs and get all 4 of these slot machines working, because that's not the primary focus of today's episode. The primary focus is to get this place looking good and nice from the outside. It has been many, oh so many hours later, and I've done a lot in here. Well, not up here, but down there. But we're not going to go there yet. We're going to look at our competition yet again. Every time I look at this, I just want to steal those gold blocks because I need some more. I'm low. But let's look at the games they have now established inside of their casino, and why my casino is just oh so much better for the average player on the server. So these 3 machines here are similar to the first 2 I have up front. However, same wager, so 1 diamond and or 1 emerald, and you have the potential to win up to 3 diamonds or 3 emeralds, where mine is, equivalent of 9 diamonds or 9 emeralds for the exact same wager. The thing that this has going for it, though, is you have the potential to get 1 diamond back, so you might bet it and get 1. But 1, 2, or 3 is what you're going to get back. So it's still 1/3 less overall top prize than what mine is offering. And it's the same for their emerald trade over here. And I would imagine they are out of emerald blocks, and that's why this is out of order, because it's the exact same machine. Only reason it would be out of order is if they couldn't sustain the supply. These are the perks of being the richest guy on the server, my friends. Oh, I love it. I love it. Now, this machine is pretty cool. It's bet 1 diamond, and I'm not a fan of these first 4 prizes, either iron or gold ingots, but that diamond block and that elytra specifically at the top is a pretty good prize to wager 1 diamond on. This machine, though, caused some controversy on the server earlier today. Somebody came by and bet the 1 diamond block, expecting to get this loot coupon that's inside here, and they didn't get it. They got dirt, and they bet again, and they got dirt, and they bet again, and they got dirt. So they wasted 27 diamonds on the chance of winning a loot crate. Because once you get the coupon out of there, you throw it in here, and you will get a loot crate out of it, but that's a pretty steep price. I have a similar idea on this that I'm going to implement in my casino, but that's later on. That's not right now. Right now, we're going to show you guys what I have done inside of here. I did modify these corners a bit. I added in some redstone lamps. I think it looks a little bit better. At nighttime, this kind of corner, or all these corners, were looking a little dark, and that just spiced up the place a little bit. I did add in this first staircase, and I didn't like the height difference. So we're going to tear this out, and we're going to go with what's over here. And this is the reason I'm glad I didn't do the ceiling in here yet, because I probably would have put the ceiling right above this block. And yeah, I'm glad I didn't, because this is looking cool. I like the way this turned out. Lots of orange terracotta. It goes well to orange sandstone. That's kind of the theme I'm going with in here, guys. Those 2 colors look great together, and they look really good against the redstone lamps. So it is much better. I'm glad I widened up this hallway and this staircase down. But it's not done yet because I ran out of orange terracotta. I used all the orange terracotta to my name to finish up those stairs and to do our room down here. So similar thing than what I have at my base inside the farm area, except they're a little bit smaller tiles. Originally, this was lined up perfectly because, yeah, I had to move things and move things again. And yeah, so now I had to kind of do some weird trim on this side and that side. So it's whatever. It's cool. It's cool. All these machines, though, are functional, but I've got some blocks over the hoppers right now. I don't want people coming down here and actually playing them, because they're not actually going to bet their diamonds or emeralds down here. They're going to get those special casino chips that I'm going to load into all the machines up here, and they will have, use that, and they will use them on these machines down here. So it's going to be great. So these machines are like free spins. They are absolutely just free spins on you win that, come down here, maybe you win something cool, maybe not. I did have the idea, though, of if you did win one of those chips, to have a little contraption over here that would spit out like 2 or 3 diamonds every time. That way, if you got that and you didn't really want any iron or tools or wager or anywhere else, it's a guarantee to get a couple diamonds back. And I think that'll keep people coming back, because they'll use that chip, get some 3 diamonds, and maybe go back upstairs and try their luck again. But right now, I need to go get some materials, because, yeah, orange terracotta is out. I have no more glowstone to make redstone lamps. That's all out. So when I get back, I am going to hopefully have that entire room downstairs done and fully decorated like I have up here, and have both staircases done. And potentially I will have a little bit of the outside done. I have no idea what I'm doing out here yet, so it's going to be a surprise to both you and me. I have to admit to you guys, it's been a long time since my last recording. About 3 days. A little bit over 3 days. I've done a little bit on the outside. I've done a little bit of, I don't know, boxing it in and then doing some decorative things. I was racking my brain really bad on how I wanted to do this, so I'm just stealing some ideas from the pyramid, and I'm doing, sandstone. I changed these out. These used to be birch, and now they're dark oak, I believe. And then instead of red, we're going with orange, because it's feeling very desert temple-y to me, but it's still going to be a castle-esque thing. I do have to redo this, though. I wasn't smart, and I should have just done, this base level first, all the way around to make sure things lined up right, and I didn't do that, and they don't, so I'm going to have to reposition this, but I figured I'd show you kind of what I was going with. But the inside, I have done a lot more with the games themselves, so they are now fully 100% functional. Everything's working nicely. So what I've done is gone ahead and I've added in these VIP chips, so that every machine up here, with the exception of that one, has a 1 in 9 chance of getting one of these, or getting, the prize that's advertised. This one is a little bit different, though. If players get 3 gold ingots, out of the gold kind of depository down here, there's a 4 in 9 chance of getting one, because I figured I needed to incentivize this one a little bit more because, it's less odds of winning than these two. And when you win, you only get one versus these ones where I think you get three. I can't remember, honestly. But now you have the chance of getting that VIP chip. And if you win said VIP chip, you will come downstairs to the lower level. And I've done all the stairs. It looks glorious. I'm loving it. It looks really fantastic. Not so much down here because I was just done decorating and I couldn't bring myself to do anymore. But all four of these machines are now fully stocked with their advertised gear. So this one right here is just like an extra chance. So if they win on this one with a VIP chip, so it's a free spin, they will get either 3 of an item. So it could be either emerald blocks or diamond blocks. So if they win, they're going to get some combination of 3 of those. This one over here is a Elytra or a Shulker box, and that's only 1 of each. I tried making it so you can get more Shulker boxes, but since they're going into the same dropper as the Elytra, that really wouldn't work out, and, potentially a player could get multiple Elytra, and that seems like a really too good of a trade. This one over here is that armor from the end that I've gotten so far. So, everything, helmet, chest, pants, boots, random enchants, just no Curse of Vanishing, no Curse of Binding, so this would be really good if somebody won this and they needed, they were still walking around in iron gear. And then this one over here is all the tools I've gotten and swords from the end. Same thing, awesome enchants. The other thing, though, that's been added to each of these 4 slot machines is a chance to win a loot box coin. So I'm stealing a little bit of this idea from my competition, but hey, whatever. I was planning on doing it anyway, so I'm going to give them credit, even though it was already in my head. So I've gone ahead and I've made 35 loot boxes. Some of them are on the floor that I'm standing on, and they're all numbered. So the reason I numbered them is I can then go in, check the system, see what's been won, and then I can just recreate the loot box because I've got written down in a notebook over here. But I wanted to show you guys some of these prizes that I've going to offer these players. So if they win a loot box coin, 100% guaranteed chance to get a loot box. They put a coin in, they get a loot box out. This one is probably one of the better ones. Probably, arguably, the best one. You get some diamond blocks, some emerald blocks, a couple of golden apples, shulker shells. It's great. It's glorious. This one over here, that's also a very, very good one. I've got a similar one with emeralds instead. But, 9 diamond blocks is nothing to shake a stick at. This one over here, similar. Just full inventory of diamonds except for the 1 diamond block. I've also just got a few of these just full of gunpowder shulkers. Never have to buy gunpowder again. This one over here is also one of the better ones, and there's 4 variants of this one. All of them include an Elytra, but the flight duration rockets is different on them, and then the amount of shulker shells they get is different. So this is I think the best one. So like the next one down, instead of tier 3 rockets, it's got tier 2, and instead of 16 shulker shells, it's got 12. And then I made a couple of these, what I'm calling village recovery loot boxes. Or village enhancement loot boxes too. So let's say somebody's village isn't all that great. If they win something like this, you're getting 18 emerald blocks and 9 hearts. That's a nice little boost to your village. But, this is a fairly complex process. First, you got to play games upstairs to win a VIP coin. Then you play the VIP game and win a loot box coin. So I've decided I'm also going to allow players just to buy a loot box coin. So if they put an emerald block into this hopper here, a loot box coin will spit out, and then they can go over to that machine and purchase themselves a loot box. So I figured that was a fairly good thing. My competition's doing something similar, except it's not guaranteed you would get a coin for their machine. So I gotta explain this. So Stam312 is part of this group over here, and he, was trying to mess with me a little bit, so this is his way of apologizing. He was doing some kind of pranky stuff out front, and I wasn't too happy about it, so this is his apology. I think it's a false flag, though. I think that's just to make me complacent. So we did something else. It doesn't affect them directly, but it affects that big boy in the background. So Derps has finally decided he was going to start work on his casino, and this is his over here. And it's going to be pretty massive, pretty omega level. You can see the outline of it there. He's at a standstill right now, though, because he's using a lot of quartz. You can see quartz blocks, quartz slabs, that's a lot. So he's pretty much exhausted all of his resources. So I figured I'm friends with Derps. I'm going to give him a hand, and I did that. So that is a full shulker of quartz ore, and now that I'm looking at it, it's really not that big. I thought it would be taller than that. I did a little 16 by 16 area here, and I seriously thought it would be bigger. But, this should help him out greatly. Hopefully he can finish one whole side with this, maybe even more. I don't know. I didn't do math. I don't know the odds of getting quartz out of a Fortune 3 pick and all that fun stuff. So, hopefully in the next clip, Derps has done a little bit more. Hopefully he really appreciates the little gift I left him. But yeah, for now, I need to finish this up. This is just I've been lagging. I've been lagging is what I've been doing. Ow. This has just been taking me a very, very long time. So I need to really get cracking on this. Yeah, I'm going to do the outline first and hopefully line up everything correctly. And then hopefully when I get back this time, the casino's a little bit profitable and I've got most, if not all of this, at least ground floor level of the exterior complete. So once again, it has been a hot minute since my last recording. Took a little mini vacation to the beach with my family. That was great. Relaxed a lot, and it was fantastic. It was amazing. Been back for a couple days, but haven't recorded at all. Been doing some building. Because, yeah, this thing ain't gonna build itself. It is looking very, very cool. I am absolutely enjoying just the use of the orange terracotta with the dark oak. I think they look amazing next to each other. So what I've done is, I know I showed it last time, all we had was that one little corner bit that I actually had to move, and then I just went full on crazy. I just kept building and building and building. I think I've gone through like 10 shulkers of sandstone on this build alone at this point. And it's great, it's fantastic. I'm absolutely loving everything. You know, it looks great. I don't know what else to say. I am digging this build. But I am noticing that it is not done. But I am done with this episode, because I need to call it quits, because it's taken way too long. 9 days for an episode is way too long. But in the future, I am going to come back here, and we are going to build something on top of this thing, because it's just looking way too flat. I need to add in some kind of central keep structure right in here. Just going to raise it up to the sky even higher. Our friend Derps is, slowly making progress on his casino as well. He's done the second wall, and he has his first game inside, which is really cool. It's like an armor stand piston thingy. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. But his stocks that I have given him in way of quartz ore are quickly dwindling down. So I think I'm gonna help him out and get him some more of that stuff because it's super easy to do. Inside, I did kind of transition these exterior walls into a central hallway, and I think it looks pretty good. It's very similar to the entrances I have in the pyramid, but slightly different at the same time. But then I kind of got lazy and just did a easy, very simple ceiling inside here, because, yeah, I needed to wrap this episode up, because we need to head back to our village. This was a nice break. I loved building this. I've never done a casino before. I've never built these machines, monstrosities behind me and below me. But, yeah, we need to head back. So next episode, we will absolutely be back in our village, and we will be cranking out more villagers. I can't even remember how many I have. I think it's like 220, maybe. I don't know. But we need more. We always need more, because more is better. So until next time, you guys have a good one.